Okay, now that I have your attention, welcome to your numerology life path reading for the month of October 2021. So I had to put that up there in a way that actually grabs people's attention, because so many people will literally just go through the intro, and it's really important that you understand the overall context of the month. So that you can really factor in how this is actually going to affect your life path number. And more importantly, the intro is there and it's the same for everybody. So if you're literally just skipping the first part where I start to speak, you're going to miss the message where I tell you that the intro is important because it provides a context. That being said, this month is a universal month 6, right? So for all of us, the universal energy that this month is governed by is the number 6. Now 6 is in a lot of ways the number of home and hearth. It's the number of familial ties and responsibilities, but it's also more than that, right? So things that are really important for you to know for this month: educational pursuits this month are going to be highly favored, as will anything to do with that academic kind of sphere. Now, what's beautiful about this is this could be a really good month for you to dedicate yourself to some sort of educational program. Given the fact that we've got the Mercury retrograde taking place, this would also be a really good month for you to rededicate yourself to your studies. If there's something that you've been studying that you know you could pull your finger out on and you need to get back to, no matter how busy you are, if there's something that you need to pick your learning back up on or catch up on, this is the month to do it. This is the month to do that work, to get yourself back to where you need to be in your studies in some way, shape or form. So that being said, as I said, this is the number of the home and the hearth, right? So domestic life this month is going to take a huge upswing, whether this is clearing your gutters, mowing the lawns, chucking out the leaves, giving the house a new fresh coat of paint, all of the maintenance work. So not necessarily like the sexiest stuff in the world, but the stuff that really helps us take care of the things that we actually have is where you need to put your focus this month. Anything that you do in that regard will go a long way. So also community matters, right? So in a 6 month, the communities that you are tied to, whether those are digital communities, local communities or familial ties, this stuff really is going to come to the fore. It's going to be quite important for all of us in some way, shape or form. Given that 6 is that energy of maintenance, and it's also the energy of enhancing and balancing out the experience that we're having, this would be a really good month to check in with your tribes, to check in with your people, to make sure that you're giving enough to your familial, digital or local ties. This is a great month for you to maybe search out somebody in your community or find a group in your community that you want to belong to. If there's a new class that you want to take, if there's a group discussion that you want to join or something of that nature, this is a good month to do so. It would also be a really good month as well to use that Mars in Libra action orientated energy around relationships. If there's something of an active kind of energy that you really want to pursue or to help or to push forward, if there's something that you feel really viscerally connected to on a social level, this would be a really great month to get involved in that kind of thing. So I've also got here as well problem solving and solution finding. 6 energy is really great for this because it's very often like, when you're cleaning, when you're doing something monotonous and this amazing idea comes to you, or not even that, sometimes when you're in the most random place or you're having a shower or whatever, like the idea to something or the answer or the solution to something will come to you. This is why getting into those tasks this month can actually be really, really helpful in some way, shape or form. I don't know, for me personally, I always find that when I go about, like when I start cleaning or doing something, it's like, because this is kind of free, like this kind of has a moment to say, okay, we can focus on all of the other stuff, right? It's really interesting. So Balance in relationships. I find this really interesting because 6 energy is ruled by Venus. The sun is currently in Libra, as is Mars, right? So there's a lot of focus on those kinds of energies at this moment in time, which I find really, really interesting and really intriguing, because balance in relationships in a 6 month is going to be really, really important. Dedicating time to your relationships, dedicating time to their maintenance, to their upkeep. What does your partner want? What does your partner need? Are you giving enough to your relationship? Are you assisting your partner? Are they giving those things back to you? Are your relationships balanced? Are they fair? Are they equal? Are they where they need to be at this moment in time? All of this stuff could be highlighted for you. If you're not in a partnership, what about the relationship or the partnership with yourself? How is that at the moment? How is the self-talk? Is the self-talk good? Is the way that you treat yourself and nurture and nourish yourself in balance, or is it just work, work, work at the moment? These are all things that you can look at this month and actually make some real headway with. Home purchases, so anything that you need to buy for the home, anything that you want to or maybe even purchasing a home itself. This month, because that 6 energy is in the rule, this would be a great month to tap into that energy. Now, here's the way that this is going to work, because obviously we do have the Mercury retrograde, and yes, we've got a lot of planets going direct this month, but what we need to consider here is this. If you are not a Mercury retrograde native, if you weren't born with that happening in your chart, recycling old items of furniture, upcycling, redoing, re-sprucing, like all of that sort of stuff. Go into thrift stores, or we call them car boot sales here, right? Or a yard sale or anything like that is highly favored. One, because you can get much better deals on anything that is secondhand during a Mercury retrograde, and 2, because anything that you upcycle or recycle in some way, shape or form, you have a chance to really get the most out of. That's one of the ways that you could really get a lot out of this particular Mercury retrograde, because it's happening in the sign of Libra. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this would be a good time to purchase anything large and new. But if you were, excuse me, if you were born under a Mercury retrograde, free reign, right? You get to go nuts while the rest of us run around like headless chickens going, Mercury! You guys can sail through, right? So those rules don't really apply to you. And it's not to say that they always do when Mercury's not retrograde, because obviously it doesn't spend as much time retrograde as it does not retrograde, but it just means that you guys have the upper hand in this way. And I kind of find that interesting. It's almost like a cosmic gift or blessing. It's like, yeah, I'm going to give you guys an advantage here, whereas let's say somebody who has Jupiter in the 2nd house has the cosmic upper hand when it comes to making money. Or do you know what I mean? Like, there's loads of, we all get we all get some form of a blessing, but those of you that were born under a Mercury retrograde, that is yours, right? Okay, so that being said, this is a really good time to redecorate. It's a really good time to clean your house, the autumn or the spring clean. If you didn't get round to it when the autumn equinox kicked in, this is a perfect month to do so, absolutely. And also, this energy is a great energy to make a house a home. All right, so whatever that means to you, whatever you could do or get ready or bring into the home, that's going to enhance the experience of the house or the place that you live in becoming your actual home, or at least feeling more like home for now. Whatever you put in place this month could go a long way to creating that energy for you. All right, so with that said, that is your intro and overview. Thank you for sticking with it, and I will see you for your life path reading. All right, take care, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, you wonderful Life Path 6 person. Welcome to your October 2021 numerology. Let's get straight into it. So this month is a universal 6 month, and you yourself are a Life Path 6. So this is an energy that you are very comfortable with. It's an energy that you know well. It's an energy that you can really tap into some of your best and brightest qualities and bring those forward. Now, the way that this energy combines, it gives you this energy of freedom loving, fun loving. It's going to make you more sociable, more caring, more kind, but it's going to want you to experience the lighter side of life. Anything and anyone or any experience that brings the mood down, you're not going to be here for this month. You're just going to be like, okay, you know what? Enough with the heavy. Okay. Right, you're really not here for it. And this is actually a good thing. Whenever we have or experience this kind of energy, it's reminding us that life is meant to be enjoyed. Get into that energy of joy and expressing joy. What do you love? What makes you laugh? What do you like to talk about? What do you like to learn about? What do you like to share with people? All of these things are really highlighted for you this month. So when it comes to love and relationships, for those of you that are partnered or in marriages or long-term commitments, this is wonderful. It makes you fun, light-hearted and free. It may make you flirtatious and frisky. It may even give you the gift of the gab, right? So if there's anything that you've been waiting to ask, you know, we always go through this. Every couple that I know. So with my ex-partner, who we're actually still very good friends, and we laugh about this all the time. I am a morning person. When I wake up, I'm happy, I'm smiley, I'm perky. I'm that, you know, bouncy person in the morning. And, you know, he was the opposite, to say the least. So if I wanted something or I wanted to approach something or negotiate or whatever, I would literally just in the morning be like, hi, I want to do this. Are you ready? Do you want to do this? And, you know, eventually I'd kind of badger him into saying yes. However, on the opposite end of the spectrum, by the time we get to about 10:30, I start to flag because I'm a morning person. I'm very much like that. I am a night owl in some respects, but for the most part, I'm an early riser. So when it got to that sort of time, because he's a night owl, like a proper night owl, he would say, look, you know, I want to do this, I want to do this, are you interested? And I was just like, you know what? Yes, fine, please just leave me alone. And so this month, if you are a life path 6, you have that gift of the gab. If there's something you've been wanting to approach your partner with, or something that you know that you're going to need to convince them to do or to get on board with, this is your month. You've got the golden tongue, right? So use it to your advantage. This could also be a great month for laughter and fun in the relationship, and it could also see you, there could be a lot of banter this month, right? Now, speaking of banter, if you are single, this is the month to flirt your tushy off, right? You are attractive, you are fun, you are vibrant, people will gravitate towards you, you'll be received really well. And for that reason, this is a great month for invites. If you get invited to go to places, and there might be plenty of invites that come in this month, go along, have fun, be your wonderful, vibrant, sensual self. Because 6 is actually, you know, it gets a bad rap for responsibility and all of that, but it's, yeah, it is a responsible number, but it's also quite a sensual number. So, you know, this month exude that and do it confidently and in a fun way. When it comes to your money, your finances, this month, you're not going to worry about the budget. And to be honest with you, with the way that this combines into that 3 energy, don't bother. If there's something you want, buy it. If there's something that you need, maybe spend a little more and get something nice. Don't, of course, go out and buy a Ferrari and you've got no money to pay for your rent. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously be practical, material, sensible. But if there's something you want, buy it. If there's something you want to treat yourself with, 3 energy when it comes to money has the understanding that there is always more money to come. And so for that reason, if there's something that you want, spend for it, right? It tends to be a bit frivolous with money, 3 energy. And, you know, because you're a life path 6 and you're combining this with the 6 energy, it equates to that 3 energy. So you're spending more money, but you're having more fun. You're enjoying your life, and spending money on things where you're connecting to people, where you're having fun, where you're enjoying anything arty or creative, museums, art shows, theatre, dance, drama, you know, gigs, festivals, if anything like that is happening where you are, this is the month to get into all of that stuff. It will feed you on a soul level that you just can't, you know, I say we're talking about money, that you can't really buy that. What you're buying is the experience, and so it's money well spent this month. If you want to buy things, remember we do have a Mercury retrograde around, so I would probably advise against any brand new purchases. But if this is a great time, thrift stores, car boot sales, charity shops, all of that stuff, this month you could find some real gems or bargains. When it comes to work, if you are employed by somebody else, this month you are, and I say this in the best way, but this month you're like the office clown. You are hilarious. People receive you really well. If there's something that you need, ask for it. Be cheeky. Ask for what you need, but you know, don't do it in like a I need this and you're going to give it to me way. You know, make a joke out of it. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You know, all of that kind of cheeky, flirtatious vibe gets you so far this month. Use it. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, if you have employees, make them laugh, do fun, frivolous things. If you work in an office or a factory or whatever it is that you work in, bring in muffins, right? Bring everybody a coffee, buy everybody lunch. And I'm not saying this just not just about throwing money at it. It's about creating or bringing in a conversation starter. So when you do that and you say, come on, let's just enjoy our muffins, we'll get to whatever we need to, and throw in a random question. What's the weirdest thing that's happened to you over the course of 2021? And you start this dialogue and you'll get so much more out of the people that you work with or alongside this month. If you're a one-man band, strike up a conversation with somebody that you do business with, right? You'd be surprised how much this month you could get out of that. For those of you that are looking for work, network. Like anybody that you know, speak to them. Friends, family, old colleagues as well, especially because we've got 5 planets. At the point I'm recording this, 5 planets are retrograde. And during the month of October, 4 of those are going to go direct. Hit up your old address book and colleagues, right? Check in with old emails, etc. You never know what you'll find or what will be relevant. For those of you that are retired, have fun. If you are retired and you don't have to look for work, I will say this as well. If you are looking for work through your network, absolutely, but you can enjoy the same sort of energy as those people that are retired. Enjoy the time that you have where you're not working, right? And I mean really enjoy it. Don't sit and stew about stuff or fill it to be hyper productive. Do things that you genuinely love or enjoy. For all of you Life Path 6 people, if you've got hobbies, put time and energy into those. You'll do so much better with them, and they will nourish you in ways that they might not even usually provide, even though they're hobbies of yours. Best steps this month: keep it light, keep it fun, keep it light-hearted. Laughter, fun, banter, joking, social butterflying, accepting all offers of invites and stuff. This is a month to say yes to life. All right. Warnings can make you a bit more frivolous with the money. It may even be as well that you're like, I don't care. As long as I'm having fun, I don't care. And it's kind of like, remember, it is only a month's worth of energy. So at some point, another energy is going to kick in and reality will set in with it. So enjoy it while it lasts. Be present while it lasts. But remember, at some point, you'll have to let that go. All right. For your new moon and full moon messages, you have, for the new moon, you have the gate 18 and perfection. So the new moon is a dark moon, right? And in a lot of ways, this could see you really being quite hard on yourself. Like you might say, oh, you know, I'm having all this fun and I'm spending all this money and, you know, and usually you're a bit more responsible than that. Enjoy it for what it is, right? You're sowing seeds of this for more of this stuff in the future. And, you know, at the same time, being realistic. For your full moon message, you have the gate 47 and mindset. So this full moon, in a lot of ways, is really going to highlight to you where not only your mindset is, but more importantly, maybe how much you've been neglecting what you love, maybe how much you've been neglecting having fun with life, or just jumping in with both feet and experiencing it for exactly what it is, or remembering that you can be self-directed, right? It's that whole idea of the grass is green where you water it. This is really that. So the full moon, I think, is going to give you an opportunity to say, actually, you know what, I haven't been really living as much as I should be, and this month is going to really provide you that impetus to say, actually, you know what, I think I can have a little bit more fun on my race to the grave. It's a bit morbid, but you know, at the end of the day, it's true for all of us, right? We've got two certainties. We're born and we're going to die. So we might as well enjoy it as much as we possibly can in between. And that's what this energy of this month is trying to show you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.